Hey, this is Brenda Hipsher with the ILFORD blog. Today we have a very exciting guest with us, Mr. Michael Down. He's the winner of last month's monthly photo competition, so his photo is right up there as a banner on ilford.com this month. Well, welcome, Michael. We appreciate you talking with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so just to let you folks know, Michael's up at 6:30 a.m. in the morning in Oregon to talk with us here on the East Coast. So he's making a sacrifice just to come and talk with us today. Well, so Michael, tell us about this photo, this beautiful photograph of tulips. Are you a flower photographer? How did this photo get entered into the contest?
Yeah, I shoot flowers. That's my primary passion. I mean, I stretch out from once in a while, but I grow a lot of flowers in my house, and my girlfriend grows a lot of flowers. So those are always perfect opportunities. And normally I would shoot those flowers in the golden hour, at 7 or 8 in the morning,
Right.
depending on the time of year. But this one, I shot it at the brightest sun of the day, 12 o'clock, and then got a couple of I baffled the light and did a couple of things, and then bracketed the shot so that I could, because I really like that black background, to try to get that to pop. I like the way it makes the tulips kind of illuminate with the light coming right through the top and resting inside of the tulips. So that's how it was on. It's on my patio, and they were all just looking great and shiny, and so I went and got my camera and set it all up. And
Well, it's a very compelling photograph, and that's an interesting story because it brings home the fact that a lot of times our best pictures are sitting right there beside us, and we may not
yeah.
even notice it.
Yeah, I have a lot of flowers, and well, here in Oregon, we have many flowers, and it's very green all the time, and so there's lots and lots of opportunities throughout the year. It's hard to bring something new to flowers, or any medium for
Right.
that matter. Everything's been shot 20 million different ways, and so it's hard to find some new compelling way to try to show flowers. But so I'm always looking for that way.
Well, clearly you did on this photograph, that's
Oh,
for
well,
sure.
thank you.
Now, I noticed on your Flickr page that you shoot a lot more than flowers. I mean, you have a wide array of subject matter that you enjoy photographing.
Yeah, I do. And I want to do portraiture work in the future, and I dabble in that. I do industrial photography. I have a pad that I keep with me, and if I want to think about a photo, sometimes I'll think about how I'm going to shoot it. Days or even months before I actually do it, and I'll think about what's the best time to do it, where do I want to do it, and so I'm always thinking of some shot, and so I carry my cameras with me pretty much all the time. It's just one of those things where you see something that looks interesting, and you just want to try to shoot it in an interesting way.
Well, it's,
You know,
it's
bring,
really good advice to think about, to visualize what time of day. That's very good advice to any photographer to sort of scout your shot and plan your shot.
yeah, I definitely do that. I do that to a great. I'm an engineer, so I think about these things in great detail. Adobe has a lot of products where you can set up your lighting and do all of this on paper in a very methodical way.
So you were saying to me that you really enjoy the ILFORD Gallery Prestige Smooth Gloss paper. What is it about smooth gloss that you really like?
Well, I like the wet look that I get from it.
Ah,
It looks like a real photograph, when it comes off of my printer. As it just kind of creeps out of the printer, I can see this really wet, shiny, beautiful look of photo quality print that comes off of there. What I like about it is that it stays like that for a long period of time. It's archival material. My ink is archival ink. Looks wonderful for long periods of time. It's just crisp and clean, and I just really like that. It looks just like it came out of, like it's sitting in the tray of solution, and you just pull it out with the tongs, and it's like kind of dripping wet. It has that look to it. It's really pretty neat stuff.
so, Michael, it seems to me that you're one of these photographers that when you click the shutter, you're really already going all the way to the print. Am I right about that?
Oh, no, absolutely, and yeah, I certainly do. But
I've thought a lot about why it is that some of us, and that's me included, I really don't feel like a photograph is finished until it's on a print. I mean, I enjoy them on my screen. I enjoy doing the finishing work. I enjoy showing them. I have them on my phone. I have them on my iPad. But when I really enjoy a photograph is when it's all the way to a print, and I try to think about why that is. Tell me why it is for you, and maybe you can help me with some insight on that.
Well, I think it's a pretty tactile thing. I certainly like that interaction. There's something about, especially in your print material, that 13 by 19, that I find really exciting. It's much bigger than an 8 by 10. It's impactful. You know, when you see it, it jumps off of the table, and you move it around, and I don't know, there's something about it that I find very exciting. And even though I know exactly what I want it to look like, you know, I calibrate my monitor. I use the ICC. Sometimes you think, wow, I can't believe I shot that, you know, and because of just the whole combination of the paper and the inks and all of these things coming together. So it's pretty exciting stuff to me.
Well, Michael, first of all, let me thank you sincerely for entering the contest because you have really given us a beautiful photograph for this month on the on ILFORD.com, and thank you also for using our products and for taking time to talk with us today on the ILFORD blog.
Thank you very much, and thanks for all those great products that I love so much.
It's our pleasure. Learn more about ILFORD Gallery Prestige Smooth Gloss and other great ILFORD Gallery Prestige inkjet papers for photographers at ILFORD.com, and be sure to read the ILFORD blog.